Hey, everybody, we are live. Bear with me 1 second. We're having technical issues over here tonight. I don't know what's going on, but
The operator.
It probably is the operator. So let's be honest here. And
Well, hey guys,
so
welcome back
dark.
to another Wednesday night edition.
Let's try doing that.
And
I feel bad for the little girl. She's really dark because my big fat head's in the way. Oh well.
Anyway, we're here tonight. It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. We're here to talk. This is Scott and Megan with Plum Crazy Adventures, and we're here to talk tonight about great ideas about treating mom for Mother's Day, and that giving that gift to that special mother of a vacation.
Because apparently I need one.
Yeah, she does.
Oh my goodness, it has been one of those days, everybody. So I do apologize in advance. Going to do my best here. So we are going to talk about a couple of things this evening. We're going to talk about what I think would be the ultimate gift for Mother's Day, if you are so inclined, to those mothers in your life, which is sending them, or we're taking them on a Royal Caribbean cruise.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into that, we do have a lot of stuff that we need to cover that Disney announced on Monday. They kind of went over a ton of things, and we've got a lot to talk about with that. So bear with me 1 second, guys. The Facebook feed is driving me crazy tonight. So before I even get into Disney, I did want to announce real quick, 258 subscribers. Woohoo!
Yeah, thank you guys, and welcome to the Plum Crazy family.
Yeah.
We're very excited to see that. I would love to see that number hit 300 here in the next few weeks. So everybody keep talking about us, letting them know about Scott and Megan with Plum Crazy Adventures, our YouTube channel, Facebook channel, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, give me about 2 minutes because I need to go stop something because it's driving me nuts. So I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. So not only are we 258 subscribers, but our video that released on Sunday is Port Orleans French Quarter, and it's doing phenomenally. We've already had 119 views on that, so it's done very, very well. Very, very excited about that. And then our number one for the past 7 days video that everybody has watched has incredibly been the Town Place Marriott property that's in Flamingo Crossing. That one has had 135 views in the past 7 days. So thank you to everybody that has watched that video. If you are thinking about staying there, I highly recommend it, but even more so, get a hold of us. That way I can book that for you. We can definitely make sure that that's a really great trip. And then overall, I just wanted to say we hit a monument. We have had a whopping 4,560 views on our Aventura Hotel video from November of 2021. That is the one where we got to go and stay in the kids' suite. And we really, really enjoyed that particular room. And I cannot believe that we have a video that's been seen over 4,500 times. Like, that's crazy to me. Now, granted, November 2021 is when we stayed. I don't think I actually got that video posted until January. So that's really cool. All right, I'm starting to see some people coming in here. Deb and Mike Snyder saying hello there on YouTube. And then Deb's up on our Facebook too. Woohoo! Glad to see that. Did you get the little monkey straightened around? He has decided that his favorite thing to do is to just repeat very annoying snippets of his favorite TV shows.
Yes.
So
it's my little sensitive.
So
there's a reason why I'm gray.
Yeah, well, Nick was not the one that put all those on there. That would have been his oldest brother.
Yes.
So, anywho's, let's get on to Disney news because there's so much going on.
Yep.
First thing, I can start booking 2024 packages on May 31st, and I cannot wait.
Yes.
Woohoo! I know we will be getting ourselves booked into our yearly thing that we like to do
Mhm.
in the spring. So I can't wait to get that in there. And then I can't wait to, I have somebody that's planning a honeymoon for next fall, 2024. And
Yep.
I'm ready to get that done and ready to get everybody else's in there too that's been thinking about it. So if you want me to get you some pricing and stuff as soon as those release on the 31st, you need to let me know ASAP so that I can get that worked into my schedule so that I can get those sent out to you.
Yeah.
And only a $200 deposit if we do the packages, guys, with the hotel and the tickets. So
Mhm.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's an amazing way to get your dream vacation started, and it's a great way to give a gift. I mean, that what
Yeah.
better way to give mom something on Mother's Day? Don't count on it, mom. I'm not doing it.
Only because we know you won't go with us right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to go, you got to let me know. But anyway, but yeah, it'd be a great way, to surprise mom on Mother's Day and just say, hey, we're taking you on a trip, or hey,
Mhm.
thank you for everything that you've done. Here, go relax, go
Exactly.
enjoy.
Exactly. So super stoked about that. And then they announced something else that they're going to be dropping in 2024. You want to tell them?
The dining plan.
Yes.
Yes, the dining plan will be back in 2024.
Woohoo!
Yes, thank you for all the executives and the higher ups that listened to all of us
Yes.
complain and did something about
Obviously,
it.
the gift card thing that they did not go over
No.
very well.
No.
It was basically a lead balloon with anybody that I have talked to about it. So, which I do not blame them because I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
So, dining plans will be back. Now, they're only going to be debuting 2 dining plans.
Mhm.
They're going to have a quick service dining plan and then a regular dining plan. So, they've taken away that one that was like their deluxe dining plan where you had all those tables, like I think it was 2 or 3 table service options a day plus quick service and stuff. It was too much food.
Yeah. To be honest with
You couldn't do all of that.
No.
So being able to do just the quick service dining, which will give you a couple of options each day with your quick service and then your regular dining. They're going to announce which restaurants are going to be eligible on these, which is pretty much all of them in the parks, a lot of them at the resorts, and a good selection at Disney Springs. But they will be announcing that later this year. So woohoo! Super excited about that. And then they're also with the dining plan, you'll get your snacks and you'll get your resort refillable mug, same as what you used to get.
Yeah.
So very exciting.
Yes, that is exciting news. And it's a great way to enjoy Disney. I don't know if all of you that's watching or some of you that are brand new that hasn't been to Walt Disney World yet, this is a great way to experience Walt Disney World.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. And to be able to taste the foods and eat and not have to worry about that extra added expense on top of everything else that you're already doing. So
yeah. Now I do want to caution you guys. You're still going to have to make your dining reservation. So if you're like, I want to go to Tipanito, you're going to have to make that reservation in order to actually be able to get in there. Having a dining plan doesn't mean you can just walk in anywhere you want. The other thing is it does not include your gratuities. So if you are going to a sit-down restaurant and say your bill is going to be $200, which could very easily be depending on where you are.
Exactly.
You do need to tip your server appropriately.
Yeah, and take good care of these people because they are
they
working very, very hard. Yes, I mean it. If you guys ever just sit back and while you're eating and just watch one person, and just as much as they're running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I mean, they
hustle.
They earn their money. I mean, and they do an amazing job down there. So make sure that you take care of these folks.
Exactly. So just as a heads up with the Disney dining plan. Now, something else that they announced, and I am so excited about this. As of January 9th, 2024, if you have a dated ticket, so you purchase a package with me with your hotel stay and then your tickets, okay, you will no longer have to have a park reservation.
Yeah. Isn't that exciting? I think that
I
is
hope
the
they
best
release
thing.
it earlier than that, honestly, but maybe they're just wanting to get through Christmas because having having the ticket system during the holidays actually makes a little bit of sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of the year, no, you do not need it. So
Yeah.
I am so excited that the park reservation system is going to be going a little bit further away.
Yeah.
There's still going to be some stipulations for annual pass holders and DVC holders. So,
Right.
but I absolutely love the fact that you can purchase your tickets. You can get up that morning and you can go, you know what? We were planning on going to Magic Kingdom, but I don't want to go there. I want to go to Epcot. And guess what? Go to Epcot.
Yeah.
Not having that choice, like, it doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but when you are there and you're returning guests like what we are, that's frustrating.
Yeah. Well, and you also got to think of another thing too, Megan. If you're there at the park and you have one day that you have the reservation to go to Animal Kingdom and it's pouring the whole day. So guess what? Your day is ruined.
Right.
You're not going to be able to see any animals because the animals are not going to be out. You're not going to be able to ride any of the big rides, the roller coasters and stuff, because any roller coasters, especially in Florida, there's always lightning with any storm that comes through.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to be on it.
Yeah.
So this is going to
peak times. You can't switch your dates either.
Yeah. So this is going to eliminate that problem. It's going to put it back to the way it was. And you could be able to look outside and go, okay, it's beautiful. We're going to Animal Kingdom.
Right.
It's raining. We're going to go to Epcot because we can do a lot of inside stuff, walking around. You might get a little bit wet. You might need a little umbrella or a poncho or something. But hey, it's easier to plan your day.
Exactly. So I absolutely love that. Now, annual pass holders, don't get all upset because they will be rolling out what they're going to call good to go days. So basically, certain points of the year, they're non-peak times. They're not going to require annual pass holders to have a park reservation either. Now, there will be certain days, whether it's weekends or during major holidays and such, annual pass holders will have to go in and do a park reservation in order to enter the park. But that's just because they're trying to maintain a little bit of the capacity and such that's inside of the parks. And so I kind of see where they're going with that. Again, I mean, if you're a local, especially, and you have an annual pass, being able to just pop into whichever park you want to at any point in time. That's the reason why a lot of them have annual passes. That's why we will have annual passes when we move down there.
Yeah.
So I hope that will also be taken completely away, but at least you're going to have the option and not have to wait until after 2:00 in order to get in as well.
Right.
Which is what they're doing currently for annual pass holders.
Yeah.
So the last thing that I want to talk about briefly is they're planning on simplifying the Genie Plus system. Now, I don't know about you, but I have used this. It's a nightmare. It's doable. You can get a lot done, but you do so much planning and you're glued to your phone trying to figure out things and fiddle-faddling and stuff, as Molly likes to say from Mammoth Club. And you end up losing so much of your experience because you're stuck to your phone trying to figure out what to do next.
Exactly. That's part of the reason why I really do not like this whole system.
Right. And that's why we don't use it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, you are missing so much because you're glued to your phone nonstop. Oh, where do I go? Oh, what's this? Oh, that, and that. Put the phone down.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney, make it easier for us so that way we can enjoy our time with our families while we're there visiting Walt Disney World.
So they do not have details yet, but they have hinted that they're going to do something similar to what they did pre-pandemic, where you're going to be able to make selections before your arrival.
Awesome.
So I don't know if it will be like a 30-day thing, like what it was before, 60 days with the fast passes, and you can select different things. You can purchase it ahead of time, pick out the things that you want to do, and then work on it some more. Oh, thanks, Becky. Happy Mother's Day to you too. So super, super excited that they are doing this, and it's going to be before you enter the park. So what would be glad Disney is letting people have more say in their vacations. I like this. Exactly.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that, okay, depending, first off, I get really excited about like the last minute planning.
Mhm.
So I would actually be one of those people that would be like, all right, well, I'll go ahead and spend the extra $15 per person to have Genie Plus for my Magic Kingdom day,
Mhm.
and then go in and figure out, okay, I have a dining plate. I have dining at Skipper Canteen for this, and I'm going to get this and this. You know, back when you could do fast passes, and okay, we're going to start over here, and we're going to do the big circle around, and we're not going to go back and forth. Like
Yeah.
that was what I absolutely love to do. I
Yep.
love to plan that out. I'm hoping that this is going to be something little similar to that.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
happy for just to go back to that, honestly.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, we got more accomplished doing it that way because, we could track the flow, the people that are coming in, because most people, when they come into the park, the first thing they do, they go to the right.
Exactly.
We go to the left.
Yeah, we
and
too.
we start to the left and we go around, because
We
by
like
the
our
time you get onto the
Adventureland.
back side of the loop, that's where all the people that went to the right, you're starting to meet up with them. Well, then you can go into the right side, and they're going onto the left side. So
Yeah.
you got to play with it a little bit, but eventually you'll figure out how to do it. And we know some secrets and tips how to do it. So,
or if you're going for rope drop, boom, right back into Seven Dwarfs Mine Train if you're at Magic Kingdom.
Hit the longest line there is and get it done.
Yep. So,
and it's totally worth it.
Or hit it at the very end of the night right before it closes, because even if it is an hour-long wait, you're not
still
waiting.
there.
Yeah, you're still going to be able to ride it.
Yes, you're still going to be able to ride it once, as long as you are across that line.
Yeah, as long as you are in that queue.
In that queue, they are going to take you.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Enough talking about Disney. Again, I could probably talk about Disney the entire evening, but very, very excited about those changes. If you are thinking about doing a Disney vacation, please get a hold of me. I actually just had another request sent in to me yesterday, and I'm just like, like I get so excited every time I get a Disney request. I realize that for a lot of Oldest is here. Hello. Oh no, Christopher's here.
Oh,
oh, glad that you're here, Chris. I tease because I care. But yeah, every time I have a new Disney request that comes in, I'm just like, oh my God, I get to do them. They're hard. They're not an easy vacation to plan.
But it's so great.
It's my favorite.
On the backhand is seeing all the guests and stuff coming back and all the photos and stuff as they're there, because 90%.
I totally creep on people.
Yeah,
like full disclosure,
and
I don't post anything about it.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
like that. But like, if I helped you with your My Disney Experience app, like figuring things out and stuff, I will totally look at your guys' Memory Maker photos and go, oh yay, they got to do that. We talked about that.
Yeah.
So I am that person. And I will also be creeping on your Facebook page. Anyway, let's go ahead and start talking about Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
Now, I think that Royal Caribbean is a fantastic idea if you are trying to think of like the ultimate gift that you can give that mom in your life.
Yeah.
There's a few reasons for that. It's a good for any age group. If you are a mom like me that has a 6-year-old or toddler, it's a great destination. If you have older kids and you're like wanting to give them a little bit more freedom, but you're afraid to take them out of the country and then try to sneak off of the resort, like an all-inclusive, a cruise is a great option. They've only got so many places to go. Stuck in a full knee brace for the next 8 weeks. Oh my gosh, Chris, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll talk to you more about that later. And then other parents, like say you don't have any kids left in the house and you're like, oh my gosh, I finally get to travel and stuff. This is a great option for all those years that your mom had to lug you to soccer practice and baseball and taekwondo and ballet, whatever it might have been. This is a great, thank you, Mom. Combine Mother's Day and her birthday all together and say, here, I want to send you on a great destination, and here you go. It's something you've always talked about doing.
Yep.
So I think it's a great opportunity for you to really give her a fantastic vacation and something that she's going to talk about for years and years.
Oh yeah, totally. And some of the interesting things that a lot of people are sitting there thinking, okay, a cruise ship. Okay, what can you do that's interesting on a cruise ship? But if the kids are with you.
Yeah.
This is a big thing. If the kids are with you, Now, there is things for the kids to do so that way mom and dad can escape and go to dinner, go
Mhm.
check out a show.
Yep.
They can go gambling if they want to. They
Yep.
have some time
Go
to
to the
themselves.
Vitality Spa and have a nice mud facial or whatever it is that you
Mhm.
enjoy. A nice massage. Do a couples massage, I mean, reconnect.
Get a rub down from Rico.
Rub down from Rico, huh?
Rico.
I can't do that.
Yeah, no, you can't. So that's why I'm doing it.
There's a lot of opportunities for you to do really, really great vacations. And the first thing is the fact that Royal Caribbean has such a diverse fleet. They
Mhm.
actually have 26 ships currently sailing.
Yeah.
And so those 26 ships go to have 6 different classes. I'll get into the different classes of ships later. But they have 240 destinations that go across 61 countries. I'm for the gambling. I'm in for gambling. All right, Deb. Casino Royale. Deb, Deb comes. You've got all these different itineraries that you can do.
Mhm.
For instance, we are in Western Pennsylvania, but we are really close. Like you don't have to fly to Baltimore, Maryland,
Yeah.
and you can be on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And you can be go to Cape Liberty, New Jersey, even.
Mhm.
Which is a drivable distance. It's not like having to drive down to Florida,
Yeah.
where there's several ports. But we do have drivable ports to us where we can go. And from those ports, we can go to Bermuda.
Mhm.
We can go to the Bahamas.
Yes.
We can do New England tours, especially in the fall. Those are incredibly popular. And I don't
Yes.
know any mom that wouldn't want to go on a fall foliage tour because I think it's just in our DNA. Like once we have kids, like we just get excited about fall and
Yeah.
pumpkin spice, which I can't have, but like smells delicious. Like so there's a lot of opportunities for you to be able to do something like that,
Yeah.
especially if that's something that the mom in your life has always talked about.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and Megan was talking about the fall foliage tours. Now these tours are actually leaving right out of Boston and New York City. Also, you've got the opportunities to go right up the coast, go into Nova Scotia, see the fall foliage change before it actually changes in our area, which is something
this is true.
this is really cool to go do.
Yeah.
And it kind of like kickstarts your fall season if you go early enough in the season. So
exactly.
some of these cruises are just beautiful. But this is also something else you got to think about. If you're interested in doing something like this, you need to get a hold of us now.
Yeah.
Because these book up fast.
Yes, they do.
Think about anything.
They don't do very many of them.
Yeah,
because
right. Think about fall foliage in your areas. When it happens, it's only there for a couple of weeks.
Right.
So you can only go up into Nova Scotia a couple times to see the changing of the seasons and stuff. So definitely get a hold of us.
Yeah, most definitely. And I do want to put this quick plug in here. For most sailings, I would say about 95, 98% of them, it's only a $250 deposit per person.
Mhm.
So if that is something that is of interest to you, let's get it in there and let's get it taken care of.
This has been great because like all night we've been talking about these different destinations and locations, and it's $200 deposit, $250 deposit for under $300. Think about what you're going to spend on your mom for roses for Mother's Day.
Right? Those are crazy.
There's your deposit right there. So I mean, this is a great way.
She has a green thumb or something, and you're
Exactly,
like, "Oh, I'm going to go and I'm going to buy her hanging baskets,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh my god, I just spent $200. What do I do?"
Mhm. Yeah.
And I still don't have the card.
Yeah. So give a
That's
gift.
me.
Yes, that is totally you. Give the gift of a vacation and a relaxation and stuff. You know, I understand there's more on top of the deposit down, but you get that opportunity to just start it and get it going.
If there's multiples of you, your mother had several. Like I
Yeah.
have 4.
Yeah.
I could see all 4 of my boys like pulling together and going, "Hey,
Let's
you
go
better
get on the
book it
cruise."
with me."
Yeah.
But hey, this is the
Or
date.
they can
This
book
is
it
the
through
cruise
me,
that we
so
want to
we can
do.
surprise you.
Oh, see, there you go.
See?
I love this.
Yeah.
So, ha ha ha, boys.
Well, There's only one listening right now, so the other two, the other one's going to bed, and the one is at work, and the other one is in our room watching TV. So
Yeah,
if you hear the TV in the background, I'm sorry.
exactly. Mom doesn't need a mud facial. We have plenty here at home. Oh, that's too funny.
Have her go out and use the weeder.
So, like, multiples of you could pay for it. My wildflowers, purple, Scott.
See? Oh my gosh, Mom, that's hilarious. We were literally just talking about that last week, actually.
Mhm.
We were out driving around somewhere and I saw the purple flowers. Actually, I think it was when we came down there just a few
Probably.
weeks ago. Yeah, when we came down just a few weeks ago. And
Because we were like, it's finally spring.
yeah, it's finally spring and there's all the purple flowers and stuff. And I was like, and then it started snowing again.
Yeah,
so
it did.
Ay.
Another reason why I absolutely love Royal Caribbean is because they have some of the best child care that you could possibly ask for on a cruise ship. They require that all of their child care providers have at least a 4-year degree in child care development or similar, and then also that they have at least 3 years of experience working with children before they're even considered to be able to be a part of the Royal Caribbean family.
Right.
So you have these professionals that are watching your children that so if you have toddlers, okay, and you're wanting to go to the Royal Babies and Royal Tots section, and they're learning their colors and different things, like those are like planned activities that they do with your kids, so your kid continues to learn things that maybe they're learning in nursery or that you're doing at home.
Yeah.
They still get to do that, and you get to go and take a break. Like, I love this. It's so great. Some of the best childcare, and I'll get more into the childcare a little bit later.
Yeah.
But another thing is world-class entertainment. Other than Disney, like, where else are you going to be able to go on a cruise ship and have Broadway shows with, like, Broadway quality shows too, like Mamma Mia, Grease. What was a couple of the other ones? There's several. Cats is on one of them, which I'm like, oh my gosh, like I would book that one. Just like I would book a trip on that ship just to see Cats. Like I would.
Yeah. That would be so cool to be able to say that you went to New York City and seen Cats is cool, but to be able to say that you've seen it at sea.
I know. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, that's something else.
So I absolutely love that. I also think that not only like the theaters and the Broadway style shows, you also have ice skating. You have acrobatic feats, and you have on several of the larger ships the Aqua Theater, which is a whole other thing. Is it too late to send Scott to childcare?
No, never.
If you're paying for it, I mean, you go right ahead. Like
my child care is sitting on the upper deck by the pool.
There you go. I like that.
Just let me look out over the ocean as we go by.
Exactly. Meow. Okay. So jazz clubs, that's another thing that's really popular. And dueling pianos is something else that you could see from time to time.
Yes.
So there's plenty of things to do.
The dueling pianos, oh my gosh, guys, if you ever get the chance to see dueling pianos, you got to go do it. It is hilarious. It's so much fun. And these folks are so talented.
They really are.
They just blow your mind how they could just and they just pound out anything that
exactly.
It's
I love
unreal.
So there's also the Vitality Spa, which I mentioned earlier. And then there's the Solarium, which the Solarium is very health conscious, health forward. There's also the adult only pool area that you can go and enjoy, especially if you drop your little ones off to one of their children's programs, Adventure Ocean, Royal Tots. If you do something like that, then you can go to the adult only section and not have any other kids bothering you.
And it's a PG.
Yes.
Adults only. It's not, it's not somebody.
I just mean that there's not going to be little kids running around splashing on you and everything else. Like you get to go and be with other adults.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like.
You're not going to walk in and go, damn. What is that?
Another reason why your mom is going to absolutely love it is because it's so easy to plan. Basically, you figure out what your itinerary is as far as like, okay, well, these are our dates that we're going to go.
Yeah.
This is what's available. This is the ship that I want to go on because it's going to this place and this place. Crap, we can't go. Oh, Deb, I'm just not even going
Oh,
there. But you can figure out, okay, like this is where we're going to go. And then you unpack once, like you get on the ship,
exactly.
which it's a very easy boarding process.
Mhm.
You get on the ship, you get your stuff, you unpack, you get up the next day, and you're in a beautiful exotic destination. And then you get up the day after that, and you're in another beautiful destination. And it goes on. Like
Mhm.
whether it's a 3-night or a 7-night, 14-night, you want to do transatlantic. I mean, there are so many different things that you could do.
Or a 30-day.
Yeah.
There's a 30-day too.
Yep, you could just not even get off of one if you didn't want to.
Yeah.
So there's so many different options that you can choose from. So it really makes it nice for those moms that be able to get to do something they've always wanted to do,
Mhm.
but maybe they've never had the opportunity because let's face it, us moms are always going, okay, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that because we've got this and this going on for our kids.
Right. Exactly.
So now ship choices. Me,
Wow.
I think that the ship really, really makes or breaks it. And this is one of the reasons why I like Royal Caribbean as much as I do. The Quantum class. Now, this is the one that if I had the opportunity, this would be the one I would take through Alaska. And the reason being, it has the North Star. The North Star
Don't.
is a pod. It's on an arm and it cantilevers all the way up, and you get 360-degree views 300 feet above sea level of everything that you have around you.
Yeah.
Could you imagine doing that and being in Alaska and overlooking glaciers?
Yeah.
Or maybe seeing a humpback whale breach in the distance
Yeah.
that you probably wouldn't have seen if you were on main deck?
A bald eagle fly right by you.
Yeah, bald eagle flying right by you.
I'm
like
telling
this
you.
is my deal. This is what I like. If I ever get the opportunity and there is something that will work within our dates that we can go,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I want to do. And that is how I will experience a cruise through Alaska.
Yeah.
I want to experience Alaska too, separately, without a cruise, but
Yeah.
that's how I would do it. So Quantum of the Seas, you have actually 5 different ships. You have the Anthem, the Ovation, the Quantum, the Spectrum, and the Odyssey of the Seas.
Mhm.
Absolutely love that. This is also the one that is home to the Ripcord by iFly.
Mhm.
That's the one thing you got really excited about was
Yeah.
Learning to fly and
Yeah.
stuff in the suit. I thought that was a lot of fun. Um,
I'm sorry.
oh gosh.
If you guys don't know what this is, it's like basically you're learning how to jump out of a plane, really, but
Mhm.
you're on the ship and it's blowing the air up and you
Yeah.
float in there.
Yeah.
So imagine me. Yes.
He would do it too.
I'm telling you, we're getting GoPros and we're going to attach it all over me because when I go to do
we'll
that,
need multiple, not just the one I got.
yeah, oh yeah, we're going to have multiple.
Because he'll probably break one.
Helmet. I'm going to have a chest. I'm going to have an arm one. I mean, because like we're going to get some funny footage out of all that.
Oh my goodness. The other thing that the Quantum class offers is Cplex Circus School. Now, I think this is so cool, like learning how to do certain things within the circus, whether
Yeah.
it's the silks or the trapeze, like being a trapeze artist and jumping from bar to bar, things like that. It's also the home of the bumper cars, which being able to go and have fun with bumper cars while you're at sea,
Yeah.
like sign me up.
Bucket list.
I know.
And where else can you say that I've rode bumper cars? In the ocean.
I know. Ground one. All right. Bionic bar. That is another one that all Quantum class have. I believe all Oasis class also has the
Mhm.
Bionic bar.
Yeah.
Basically, it is a fully robotic arm that is the bartender, and they set up your drinks and everything for you. You put it into a pin pad, and then it sets it all up. So
Yep.
very, very cool that they have that. Now, Oasis class. This is where it's at. And I am so excited. We get to tour Wonder of the Seas, which is the current largest cruise ship in the world.
Yeah.
I should say passenger cruise ship in the
Mhm.
world. And this is part of this class, the Oasis class.
Yeah.
So as of right now, there are 5, which is the Allure, the Harmony, the Oasis, the Symphony, and then the Wonder of the Seas. All of these do have things that are just a little bit different between each one.
Yeah.
But for the most part, these schematics work for all of them. So there are 7 unique neighborhoods in each of the Oasis class ships. And the first one is the boardwalk, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
There is also a pool and sports zone, which is like much more elevated pool area than what we have ever experienced on any of our cruises that we've done.
Yeah.
There's also Central Park, which I think is absolutely incredible because you literally feel like you're walking through Central Park in New York City. They actually have vertical foliage and stuff that grows with hydroponics, and it's technological marvel that they are able to do this at sea.
Yeah. It's literally a floating city.
Exactly. There's also the Royal Promenade, which, as you can see right behind us, it has its own carousel on most of these ships. So the Royal Promenade, if you guys want to go and take your little ones on the carousel over and over and over again, you can do that. And then there's also Entertainment Place, Youth Zone, which I think is great that the youth have their own place, and then Vitality Spa and Fitness, which I talked about. This is just a much more amped up version than some of the smaller ships.
Right.
Now, it's also home to the Aqua Theater, and Aqua Theater is a really cool place. They actually have it's basically a diving pool, but they have these different levels and stuff that they can bring the staff out of the water and these different platforms and stuff that come up and down. So it's a really interactive show, and I can't wait to see one. I think it'll be really, really cool. Probably won't do that in June, but maybe in October.
Yeah.
Putting out a hint.
Now, what Megan's talking about in June, I'm going to let her grab a drink of water. We actually have the opportunity to go tour one of these ships at Port Canaveral.
Wonder
of the Sea. Sorry, thank you. At Port Canaveral. And we're going to be staying literally at Port Canaveral, where we're going to be doing a video at the resort right there.
Yep.
And we're also going to be doing the video of the port itself.
Yep.
And how to get in, how to park, what's inside, the shopping that's in there, the restaurants that's in there, and a full tour of that beautiful ship.
Yep.
So hopefully,
as full as we are able to do in the limited time that we have on the ship.
We are going to
there might be a few things we'll miss, but
we're going to get a lot. And I'm hoping that they kind of separate us off.
That would be nice.
I would like for her to go one way and I want to go the other way, so that way we can see more of the ship itself. But we're going to be able to see staterooms. We're going to be able to see.
Hopefully, yeah.
I thought I'm pretty sure we're allowed to, but hopefully we'll be able to bring you staterooms. But we're going to see restaurants. We're going to see the entertainment venues. We're going to see the back of the ship, where the great big diving pool that she's just talking about.
Yeah.
Guys,
so much to see.
These videos that are getting ready to come out are
the
going
Ultimate
to be huge.
Abyss.
Yes.
I'm hoping maybe we'll be able to take the Ultimate Abyss down.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool.
So the Ultimate Abyss is actually the tallest slide at sea. It is a dry slide. It is a whopping 10 stories.
Yep.
You go you're all the way at the top, and then you go for a heck of an adventure all the way down.
I'll probably end up getting stuck in it.
Gosh, no, you're not.
Get the big plunger.
The Oasis of the Seas, most of their ships also have some of the Broadway style shows like Grease and Mamma Mia. So if you have a mom that is absolutely obsessed with Broadway, this might be a great way for her to be able to see her favorite show in a completely new and revamped way.
Yep. Now, another thing to add to this, a lot of people, and I know I'm basically kind of picking on my mom here a little bit. She's a little scared about being on boats and stuff.
Yeah, mine too.
But I can tell you one thing: when you're on these Oasis classes, you ain't going to know what you're on. When you're literally in the middle of walking through Central Park,
you'd have no idea
where you are. You have no idea that you're in the middle of the ocean. You feel like you're literally inside the city itself. So, and they've got stabilizers and everything on the boats itself to make, if the seas get rough and everything, trust me, you're not going to realize it. I mean, you're going to know once you walk out toward the edge and look, and there's ocean way out there. But yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's a really neat experience. And I'm telling you what, to see the water go to that dark blue.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody that's cruised, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And if you haven't, you got to get a hold of us so that way we can get you on a cruise.
Yep,
See
exactly.
that dark blue water.
Yep. So, really quickly, there are a couple of other classes of ships that I wanted to mention briefly. There is the Freedom class, which offers freedom, liberty, and independence of the seas. So those are smaller ships and a little bit older. They're good ships, but don't get me wrong, and they've been renovated. But the things that you're going to find here is going to be things like the Flow Rider, which are on most of the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line ships, Studio B Ice Rink, Laser Tag, and then Perfect Storm water slides.
Yep.
Now, the Voyager class, now this is the one that was engineered specifically for Alaskan travel, because it's basically glass. Like everything is glass so that you have a panoramic view all the time of what is going on outside. Excuse me. Now, these, there are 5. There's the Adventurer of the Seas, Explorer, Mariner, Navigator, and Voyager of the Seas. Again, these are a little on the smaller side. Part of that is also because you get into some of the fjords. You need a smaller ship. And that's where these guys come into play. So they are newer builds and newer ships. They're just not quite as big as Quantum class or Oasis class, because they need to get into these tighter destinations.
Yeah, smaller ports and different ports of call and stuff. You can't take these mega giant ships into. Yeah. I mean, it's impossible.
I take that back. I told you the wrong one. It's not the Voyager class. It is the Vision class that is the panoramic, which makes sense because it's Vision. Gosh, it's getting late, guys. That would be the Enchantment, the Grandeur, the Rhapsody, and the Vision of the Seas. So I apologize. What's really cool, though, is the Vision of the Seas is actually the one that is going to be porting in Baltimore at the end of the month, and is going to be doing the the Bahamas destinations and such out of Baltimore. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Hopefully we get the opportunity in the next few weeks to be able to get over to the Baltimore port, to be able to give you guys a video from there. The port itself.
It's on our list.
Yeah, it's on our list to get over there. When? I have no idea. This week, Coca-Cola's got me working in Fairmont, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was actually, Mom and Dad, you're going to love this one. On Monday, I was only 30 miles from your house again.
Wow.
So
I'm actually really impressed he's still awake.
I got toothpicks holding up my eyelids.
Oh, okay.
I'm tired.
Don't remove those glasses.
Nope. 5 a.m. that alarm clock's gonna hit, and I'm gonna smack it. Shut
up. Dining.
Yes.
There's a couple of other classes. I don't want to talk about those. I want to talk about the dining because, oh my gosh, like Royal Caribbean really knows what they're doing with food.
Yes.
If you are a foodie or if you have picky eaters, this is a cruise line that you're going to want to take your kids on because there are so many different options. I absolutely love the Windjammer Cafe, which is up on the pool deck area. There's always really fresh, great options that you can choose from. That's where your unlimited ice cream is going to be if you want to have your ice cream cones. That tends to be synonymous with any cruise that you take, regardless of which company you're traveling with. But the main dining room, I've always really enjoyed this. And I've cruised on Royal Caribbean a couple of times. Scott has not had the opportunity yet. So we're hoping to remedy that by the end of the year. They also have Sorrento's, which is a New York style, and that is completely free. So if you wanted to get yourself some authentic New York style pizza, you can definitely do that at Sorrento's. And then the Solarium Bistro, they have a lot of healthier options because this is actually in the same section as like your Vitality Spa and where your fitness center and such is. They offer a lot of different things, and then as well as smoothies. Smoothies they do have an extra charge for, just as a heads up. And then Cafe Promenade, obviously your Oasis class ships, and then Park Cafe, you can get pastries and sandwiches, things like that, while you're in there.
Yep.
So a lot of little things like that. Boardwalk Doghouse, where you can get some specialty hot dogs. I love that so much. And then El Loco Fresh. So that's going to be your cantina style Mexican style foods that you can do at the El Loco Fresh if you didn't want to go to Windjammer. YouTube is giving us try to fix it. I don't think it's on our end, Deb. Everything's looking good right now, so hopefully things will fix itself.
Yeah, I don't see anything going wrong.
Yeah,
we got green across the mic and everything. Is it audio or video?
Yeah, and I've got the countdown going really well too, so it's not glitching on that either. All right. Now for specialty dining, it's not you, okay?
Okay.
So for specialty dining, Johnny Rockets. So that is something that really, if you've ever been to a Johnny Rockets, famous for their milkshakes. Now this is an additional fee. You want to go in, you want to have a nice meal at Johnny Rockets. I mean, we would probably do that just because that was one of the our favorite things to do when we first got together.
Mushroom burger.
Oh
my God, I can taste it right now.
Jamie's Italian. So this is an Italian restaurant by Jamie Oliver. He is a world-renowned chef. He has put these together. Really, really good food. There's also Chops Grill, which is an aged steakhouse. That's an additional cost, but that's something we could definitely get you booked into.
Yes.
You're celebrating something special.
If you're wanting to go get a good steak, I'm telling you what, you got to go there. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Giovanni's Table is a Tuscan style food, and they serve everything family style to your table. That is another really good one. Isumi, if you are very into sushi or hibachi, Japanese style foods, definitely check that out. Sabor is a Mexican restaurant, and then Samba Grill is a Brazilian steakhouse. So there you go.
Yeah.
And then 150 Central Park. There's also Chef's Table, and then on select ships, there's also the Wonderland Imaginative Cuisine, which I can't wait to check this place out because it's this really funky decor, very obviously Alice in Wonderland-esque. UFO flew over. Oh goodness. But very, very funky, very unique. It would not be something I would take Nick to. That would be something where if we were to go and do it, like Nick would be in the kids club, having fun, and if we were lucky, and then we would be going and we would be having a cool like date night at this really unique restaurant. So
remember those nights?
What, when we had date nights?
We used to have date nights.
Yeah, no, they don't happen anymore.
No.
So there's also Hooked Seafood. So this is very New England style. So if you're wanting to have your lobster rolls or something like that, that's what this is like.
Crab legs and lobster. Oh man, you're killing me. I'm getting hungry again.
So, and we are starting to get wrap up a little bit. We're at 46 minutes. So I did want to talk about the kids programs a little bit more. So I did briefly talk about the Royal Babies and Royal Tots program. This is for children that are from 6 months of age to 3 years of age. Now, it's 6 months of age because you're not allowed to cruise with a child that's under 6 months of age.
Right.
Just as a heads up. Now, a lot of the activities are free within the Royal Tots and Toddlers and Royal Babies and Royal Tots program. Sorry. But there are some things that are an additional fee. Also, if you are wanting to have basically a nanny come into your stateroom for you to be with your toddler or your child while you are going out to dinner, things like that, that is obviously an additional charge as well. Now, Adventure Ocean. This is for the kids that are ages anywhere from 3 to 17. Now, obviously, you're not going to group all these kids together. Yeah. Because what 17-year-old wants to deal with a screaming 3-year-old? Yeah.
I want to watch Puppy Dog Pals.
Yeah. So, Adventure Ocean is really mostly for ages 3 to 11, and then they have a teen program for ages 12 to 17. But the for the Adventure Ocean, Aquanauts is what most ships call their age group from 3 to 5. So if you have a little ones in that age bracket, they're going to be able to go and play with other kids that are their age, their size, and their intensity level, basically, so that they can go and they can have an amazing time.
Yep.
And then you will go and do what you need to do. And now it's more geared towards their age group, things they're going to doing and playing together. Foods are going to be a little bit different, things like that. And then the Voyagers are ages 9 through 11. So they get to kind of go off and kind of be like the cool big kids of the Adventure Ocean program before they go up into the teen programs. So what I love about this is when you check your child in, they will not check your child out until you are the one that comes and picks them back up.
Yep.
Absolutely love that. They cannot get out of there whatsoever without having you present in order to be able to get them out.
Right.
And now the team programs and stuff, obviously you can give them the options. You can give them the privilege to be able to go in and out if you choose to. That's on you guys.
Nope, leave them locked in there.
So I know several years ago we did a Carnival cruise. We actually did check in JT and Noah to a program, and they didn't enjoy it nearly as much as what I thought they would. And we had given them the opportunity to be able to check out of it with the intent of, if you don't like it, you come right back to the room and you just watch TV until we're back.
Yep.
And they literally came like it now. Well, Christopher, we couldn't get him out of the teen program. So that was the only place he wanted to be was with his friends in the teen program. So
and
it really depends on the kids.
I think it's funny because I don't know if he's still on here or not, but I think he still actually chats with some of the people from that cruise still to this day. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool that, you meet people and on these vacations and stuff, and they become friends for life.
Yeah, it's really, really cool, actually. So we highly recommend that you take the opportunity to use these programs. You can also, if you needed extra time, they do offer that. Like, say, for instance, you wanted to have a date night, you have a late reservation at Giovanni's, and okay, Adventure Ocean closes at 10, but we're not going to be able to get our child until 11.
Right.
As long as they know, like, it'll be an additional charge because it's past the time, but they will make sure that your child is taken care of and happy and well fed and everything that needs to be done. So,
no,
really
I do have a question, Megan, and this is kind of something I was just thinking about. What about traveling with children with special needs?
Royal Caribbean is actually one of the best cruise lines for that. They are autism certified with all of their staff. So if you do have a child that has special needs, whether it is mental capabilities, physical disabilities, just definitely let them know when you arrive on your first day, so that they can make sure they make notes of that and make sure they can best provide for your child for what you are comfortable with and what they are able to handle.
And that not only goes with the children, it also goes to adults.
Exactly.
If you have limited mobility in any way, shape, or form,
they're great.
They're great. They're going to take good care of you. So
I will say my only concern for mobility issues, depending on how big of a wheelchair you may have, some of these motorized wheelchairs are like really big and bulky. Not to say that it would be a problem, because we can definitely make sure we get you accessible cabin, things like that. But all these cruise ships have really narrow hallways. So I just would want to make sure that it will fit in doorways and things like that you would need in that event. But that is something we can talk about completely separately and privately.
And we definitely can help you with that and take care of it for you.
So make sure that you're on a ship that you'll actually be able to go and do stuff with. So, and ones that will be docked and not tendered, so that you can safely get on and off of the ship as well.
Exactly.
So lots and lots of options. So have I convinced everybody to maybe think about a Royal Caribbean cruise for a Mother's Day gift? Did I do my job? Did I do my job?
Yeah, you did. I already told you I wanted to go on one, so there ain't no convincing me. Come on, let's go.
We are actually hoping to be able to take our first Royal Caribbean cruise together in October.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed we can make that happen for us. We're having a little. We're going to take in our dates.
Yeah.
So our original plan was we were going to go down to New Orleans and spend a couple of days in New Orleans and then go ahead and take a cruise out of the New Orleans port. But that's not really going to be an option for us, I don't think.
So I think we're going to have to definitely change those plans. But we will figure out something and we will bring it to you guys when we go to do it, because it's going to be on our YouTube channel, on all of our videos and stuff. So,
yeah.
And hey, we'll let you know. And if you want to go along with us,
hey, definitely reach out to us.
More the merrier, man. Let's go.
We'll be celebrating 13 years. So
yes, we will.
We want to do something extra fun.
Yeah, that was kind of
the reason. Which is kind of why we went to New Orleans, because it's kind of spooky for 13. So.
But,
and speaking of which, there are no deck 13s on any of these ships, which I think is really interesting.
No, there is not.
So,
well, here we are. Okay. Did we cover everything?
I think that we did.
Okay, good. Well, guys, first of all, thank you again for the 258 subscribers. Well, we do greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Don't forget to tell everybody about us. Let's try to get that number climbing. If you haven't subscribed to us already, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel. It is completely free to do it on YouTube.
Yes,
no cost to you at all. It just helps us grow, and you can just be part of our Plum Crazy family, and it will let you know exactly when we put up new content and let you know exactly what we're doing too. So
exactly
259. Okay, that's an update.
Woo-hoo!
We went one more since we got on. So
I love that. Thank you, Mike. Obviously, thank you so much. 259. That's super exciting. I get giddy every time we get one more person to join our Plum Crazy family. But also, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will have another video coming out on Sunday. Scott doesn't know this, but Nick and I had a Mommy and Me Day in honor of Mother's Day. So we went to Fall Run Park, which is a local park, and got to go play in the waterfall, which ended up being me playing in the waterfall and him playing in the stream. And then we went and got some lunch, and we had a nice picnic out in the sun. Oh, I loved being able to be out in the sun. And he got so excited about being able to take his shoes off and just lounge on a beach towel, because I didn't have any blankets, but I had beach towels. You improvise when you're a mom. And then we got to have some fun at the Allegheny Riverfront Trail Park, and I kind of showed you around a little bit of that and some of the fun stuff. So hope that you guys will enjoy our Mommy and Me Day. It was a lot of fun, a little stressful, because Nick was in one of those moods where he didn't want to stay with me. And I'm like, but it's our day. Be with your mother. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. So
yeah, get used to it. The older he gets, the worse it's going to get.
Oh, so. I know. The only time he wants me is when he wants something, or it's close to bedtime and he wants to curl up. So I will take advantage of those moments as long as I can.
Yes, definitely. Well, I just wanted to say a personal thank you to all the mothers out there and my mom who is watching. Yes. Happy Mother's Day this weekend. And we'll be calling you this weekend. So we'll talk this weekend. And also to all the mothers out there, thank you for everything that you do. And thank you very much.
You don't get enough recognition.
No, you don't. And neither do you. So thank you for everything that you do. We do appreciate it. And just keep doing the great job that you're doing.
Thank you.
Anyway, well, guys, we are a few minutes early. We've talked about a lot of stuff. So if you guys are interested in booking a vacation, give us a call. We would definitely love to book your vacation for you. If you got friends and family members that are talking about going on vacation, or if you're looking to do a nice big family vacation, let us know.
Exactly. So with all that being said, are you guys ready for your next Plum Crazy adventure?
Hey, because we are ready to get you there.
Yes, we are. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you next week.